Hello YouTube, this is Scott Grammer and I am the old audio guy, and the turntable you see in front of you is a Pro-Ject Debut 3 turntable. Now, of the turntables currently being produced, this is actually a pretty good one. It sounds good, it works well, it's got a good tone arm, and I think it looks great. However, they do have a problem, and this is, I think, the third Pro-Ject turntable I have had to do this to in the last, 2 or 3 months. So let me show you. As soon as you apply power to it, you get that. Isn't that lovely? And what causes that is they use these really, really cheap Chinese filter capacitors and they fail. And so you have to replace the filter caps. Keep in mind, this unit's only a couple of years old. You have to basically recap the little power supply, not this little guy. The filter caps are in the turntable. This produces AC, and AC goes into the turntable, gets rectified into direct current, and filtered by these filter caps and then regulated. But the filter caps fail, and you have to replace them. So if you're thinking about buying a modern production turntable, unfortunately, I have to advise that you might want to think twice about getting a Pro-Ject. I'll show you more here in a moment. So this is the board inside the turntable. It has the phono preamplifier and the analog to digital converter and also the power supply components. And I'll show you the two little filter caps that give all the trouble. It's these two here. When you pull those out, you see that they're no-name Chinese capacitors. They're supposed to be 220 microfarads, but when I measure them, they show a very small amount of capacitance, way less than 1 microfarad. So they've got to go. They're essentially open. They're not doing anything. So here you see the same board with the capacitors replaced with a pair of brand new Nichicons, and that cures the problem. So that's it. That's all I've got to say about this. If you're thinking about buying a new turntable, the Pro-Ject turntables are nice ones, except you may end up having to replace these filter caps within a couple of 3 years. None of the other capacitors tend to go bad because they don't have to work nearly as hard as the filter caps. They're not constantly having a lot of ripple current run through them, so they tend to last. But I would think about maybe another brand until Pro-Ject can get this figured out. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.